The siege tanks over siege all get taken down and moving the other tanks away, trying to block those SCVs. But oh no, I don't think this is gonna do anything. Stork now can comfortably just keep on pumping troops. He's done so much economic damage, disrupted all the mining. ForGG's not mining at all, just doing his best up to block another tank being lost there, and Stork's just taking a huge advantage. ForGG still producing some tanks, trying to hold this off. If he manages to surround with those SCVs, you should be able to do a good job. But now I think Stork's coming in with a Reaver inside of that shuttle at this point. Still has 4 Dragoons there inside, so overall, I'm not sure how ForGG is going to come back in this. He's overextended himself a little bit, didn't have enough to defend against this. And in fact, just had no idea this was coming. And now there's going to be the Reaver. He's going to be able to pop down right next to these tanks. Should be able to put down some Reaver shots. So Reaver going to stand out right next to this tank. Get down a Scarab that hits a couple of tanks, but doesn't quite kill him. Another Scarab kills off the rest of the tanks, and all the tanks are dead now. And ForGG, I'm not really sure how the hell he's going to come back in this. SCV being pulled off the line again. Another tank goes down to a Scarab. Nothing but SCVs and a couple of Marines. And the Scarab's going to go on the SCVs! Oh! Killing a crap load. 7 kills on that one Reaver. Now he's going to go on the natural, killing even more SCVs. 11 kills now. Another Scarab killing off a Marine. The shell's still flying and taking some turret shots, so he can't really fly into the natural or escape from that location. So instead, he's just going to fly around and try to keep doing some damage. Marine's now going to engage that. Reaver's going to go down, get off a Scarab, and it might actually die. Ooh, careful. Just manages to pick it up before the Reaver dies. Another shuttle in jeopardy. Just a few Marine shots would be able to take it down, but no, the shuttle should in fact be able to fly away. Stork should just careful fly that shuttle away and not bother right now. Just let that shuttle rest, let it recover some, and just get up a huge army, which Stork can afford at this point. He's had his natural going, expanding again to 12 o'clock, so he should be able to simply macro up and push in. Don't bother. You don't really need to do any more economic harassment. You've done everything you need to do. Now just get up an army and run over ForGG, and that'll win you the game. Again, actually going to move into the shuttle. Just got to be very careful to not lose that Reaver. Of course, Scarabs are very, very long range. We're going to see. Oh, he's going to go for the SCVs again. Tank is one siege shot. Goes off. More SCVs die. Oh, Stork doing a good job there. Using a Dragoon to take the first siege tank shot. Now adding more gateways. And also has an observer tower than an observer. So it's all in all going to help. Has a few Dragoons defending both his 12 o'clock and his natural. So that Reaver not going to be engaged by the tanks. Oh, Reaver goes down. One Scarab did go off on one of those tanks. And still a Dragoon inside. Gonna see, he was probably thinking of trying to kill that last tank with the Dragoon, but that's gonna get repaired, so that doesn't quite work out for him. I'm not really sure what ForGG can do at this point to come back. He would have to do some insane damage to Stork's economy, because Stork is just going so far ahead now. ForGG is just at this point forced to rebuild his entire CV count, forced to try to defend because he knows more harassment is going to be coming his way, and any point in time Stork should be able to build off a mass army and just crush him completely. And Stork now going to put off some pylons, block off his 12 o'clock location, going to make sure that doesn't get into jeopardy. And of course, if ForGG moves out, even at all, to try to do some sort of harassment, just doesn't have the forces for it, because if he tries to do some sort of harassment, Stork's going to know the timing to move in. Meanwhile, ForGG is going to spot this 12 o'clock location, so at least he has scouting information, he knows what's going on. ForGG is very good at this because getting intelligence, helping him knowing what's going on. Third and fourth factory, I'm sorry, also being put up. ForGG trying to defend as well as he can, also getting his second gas chest now. Even more gateways being added by Stork meanwhile, so he's going into full macro mode. I'm going to see whether he tries to go with even more harassment later. I'm not quite sure if he has whether he's going to go for Arbiter Tech or not anytime soon. He might just stick to a standard ground army, not going to bother taking up, because I think a standard ground army is all it needs at this point. I don't think ForGG is going to have enough to take care of that. If there was an Arbiter, mind you, that'd be even less that he could take care of, but overall I think he doesn't need to. Dragoon's now going to move downwards, going to see if he's going to try to finish this off or just try to keep the pressure up. Gateway's now finally appearing, and another Reaver going to go inside of that shuttle. Shuttle has finally repaired his shields, although it's still heavily damaged. Dragoons are going to go on. We're going to see where the Stork goes for kind of a two-pronged attack, trying to drop the Reaver alongside as he pushes in with the Dragoons. He has almost a control group of Dragoons. I think he's going to need some Zealots alongside to take some shots. Academy being put down as well, so he's going to have some scans going just in case Stork's going to go for Arbiter Tech, which you would expect fairly soon. That shuttle alongside with the Dragoons, some Vultures moving out. I'm not quite sure if they have mines or not. He's going to need some mines to prevent those Dragoons from moving in, and that's exactly where the Reaver's going to come in handy. Do as much damage as he can. Forge now also being put down by Stork, so he's blocking off the entrance to his natural. He should have some cannons soon. Also having a Citadel of a Dune blocking off the 12 o'clock location. putting down some cannons just in case those vultures try to run by. There's no way that's going to happen. Plenty of tanks now out for ForGG. They're going to siege him up. Going to block with some of his own cannons. Going to siege up. And now Stork is going to move in with Dragoons and engage those vultures. There are some mines being planted. The mines going off on the tanks. Oh, nice mine drags there. Zealots completely running into tanks. Scarab going off on the rest of the tanks. And this is going to be it. The final attack. Reaver being microed very well. The vultures getting time. Dragoons. Most of the tanks get taken care of. Reaver does die though. And quite a few of the Dragoons have also lost their lives. But overall, I think ForGG might actually hold this. Interestingly enough, just managed to hold his back, but now Stork going to move in with another huge army, just completely replenishes his count. He has a bunch of zealots. He's getting ready for some zealot bombs. ForGG forced to unsiege his tanks. They're going to move forward and engage. And he has some marines alongside and vultures. We're going to see what it is. Start planting mines, trying to block off those zealots. Some mines being planted. Oh, just getting killed by those zealots. Bunker also going to go down. SCV trying to repair the bunker. That's going to be far too late. Now they're going to be forced to engage in hand-to-hand. That's going to help at all. Tanks sieging, desperately trying to hold. So ForGG again holds just for a little while longer. But all in all, there's a moot. Stork just replenishes his army so bad. He has, I think, 8 gateways at this point, and that's just going to be able to let him rebuild the army again. ForGG sending out some vultures, trying to plant some mines. Mine instantly gets taken care of. And all in all, I think these mines are not going to be too big of a factor. It's going to prevent some movement from Stork, but Stork has set up defenses on all of his mining bases to make sure that there's nothing that ForGG can do to harass them all. So some missile turrets not being put down, so he's going to try to take care of the observers as they run in to help them with those mines, and also try to possibly catch the shell. Zealots are going to move in right into those mines, going to clear them all out. All the mines get cleared out except for one at near that turret, and Zealot bomb going off. Ooh, one tank also goes down. The Dragoons are going to get moved in. A bunch of them get killed as they try to do so. 4 tanks in position to siege against the Dragoons. Dragoons are moving in pretty close. Some vultures now to support, but even more Dragoons dying, even more tanks dying as well. Stork still has 5 Dragoons to engage the tank and a few vultures. We're going to see, you have to be very careful. Vultures trying to plant some mines, and again ForGG somehow managing to push Stork back. Stork just not quite getting the killing blow, although I think this is still she's just trying to stay alive as long as he can, because there's no foreseeable way that I see that he can honestly come back in this game. Stork just has an absolute advantage here. He's moving in from all sides now with Dragoons and Zealots. Any vultures that try to move out, plant some mines, they instantly get taken out. Again, mines being planted, all get cleared off by the Zealots. Mine drag going off on a bunch of tanks. There's 2 tanks there in position with alongside a few vultures. Now these Dragoons, far too many Dragoons, well over control group, going to move in, going to start killing everything, and this is going to be it for ForGG. ForGG now knows that he's lost. I think he should spare his energy for the next matches. All of these last tanks are going to move out. Some SCV is going to try to surround these Dragoons, try to engage as well as they can, but that's going to be GG from ForGG. And Stork takes the first game. And that is all she wrote. Well, I don't know. Did she write it? Maybe she wrote it. Who am I talking about? I have no idea. Stork takes the first game, and he's definitely going to have to be feeling a little bit confident. Play just a standard good game, very good harassment. And if you allow Stork to get an economic advantage, you got to be very careful. So, GG overall, guys. Second set coming soon. Wrenching out.